Hey everybody, I'm back. So my friend just called up to complain about a job interview she had the other day. She was really upset and nervous the whole time, mainly because of the questions the interviewer had asked her. He wanted to know why she wasn't studying, why she'd changed jobs so frequently, and what she planned to do in the next 5 years. So I want to know about other people's experiences, what questions they were asked, and what they said. Have you ever been to a job interview? What sort of questions did they ask you? And what did you reply?
Yes, I've been to many job interviews. They asked why I wanted the job, and I gave an answer of why I wanted to be in that certain industry. Another example would be what are my strengths and weaknesses, and I would give them answers like I'm a good team player.
When I was in high school, I applied for a job at a local camping store in my neighborhood. They asked me mostly questions related to my interest in camping, my interest in the store, and what I thought I could bring to the table. Mostly I told them, it was my first job, so I told them that I was willing to work as hard as I possibly could, and that's what I could really bring to the table. I told them I'd been going to the store since I was very little, and I had a huge passion for camping and hiking.
Yes, I have been for a job interview, and when I went, they asked me whether I was willing to move for the job, whether I was willing to work on the weekends, whether I was willing to work overtime, and also they asked me some strange questions, whether what my favorite food was and whether I was willing to walk up the stairs every day because their elevator was broken. I agreed with most things because I wanted a job.
Yes, I did have a job interview recently. The first question they asked me was how I would be able to help customers, and I said that I would always be there with a smile and I would always be able to answer questions. The second question that they asked me was why I was the right fit for the job, and I said that I was very hardworking and responsible. And the third question that they asked me was why I wanted to work for their company, and I said that I wanted to work for them because they were ecologically friendly and consciously trying to make a difference in the world.
I've been for a couple of job interviews. My most recent one was for a job in a cafe where they were asking me about my previous experience working in food and with people and things like that, just to make sure that I was comfortable with the job and I'd had previous experience. So I was just sort of telling them the things I did in my previous job, like how I served the food and the things that I'd learned through that to get the job.
Yes, I have been for a few job interviews. My most recent one was as a nanny back in Australia, and what did they ask me? The parents of the children is who I met with, and they asked about my experience with kids, about my ability to drive, and if I had a car so I could help take their kids to and from school, that kind of thing. And I answered by saying that I've got lots of experience with kids from my big family and teaching at dance studios, and I have a car and I have my license, so I just answered all their questions for them.
What about you guys? Do you have any job interview experiences? Will you share?